What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to a financial journey. So today I want to talk about why Lucid is selling off, especially considering there is no news to justify it. I do want to go over some data points, again, very relevant to a lot of Lucid investors, and at the end tie it all together with some technical analysis. But before I get into any of that, you guys know the deal. Smash a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. I do daily videos on trending stocks, crypto, I do it all, so make sure you subscribe. Also, if you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom screen. Greatly appreciate that. Also, there is only a few days left for that massive promo, new broker, $0 commission, and you can get up to 5 free stocks, each valued up to $3,500. All you have to do, open up an account, 1 free stock, deposit any amount, another free stock, and obviously so forth. Link in the description below. Once you do sign up, let me know which stocks you actually do get in the comments below. With that said, let's get right into it. As you can see, the indexes are fairly green, largely because of lowered fear when it comes to the new variant. So that is always a good sign, and especially considering the fear of COVID and inflation has gotten a lot of stocks to huge discount levels. So again, that's why a lot of things are surging right now. But Lucid, as you can see, started out fairly okay, massive sell-off going on, and then it's had trouble finding actually good support levels. So again, I'm going to touch on that near the technical side of this. And despite the good news that did come out yesterday, as you can see, this was based on Bear's Workshop, the flyover, 156 new vehicles, and that was roughly from a 3-day time period, well over the 8 required to actually meet then exceed the 520 by the end of the year. It is coming down close to the wire. I do strongly feel as of right now we are going to meet that. Just the only issue that I do have is that Lucid might undergo exactly what happened with Rivian. They will ultimately, during their upcoming earnings, break it down between production versus actual deliveries. So as of right now, I don't think there's any debate that we did do the 520 actually produced, but when it comes to deliveries, are they going to actually do the 520 deliveries in 2021? So I think that will come down to it, come down to the wire. With that, there is a couple other points I do want to bring up about Lucid, and it's ultimately showing a bearish trend. So looking at this, there ultimately it says check out what the whales are doing with Lucid, and ultimately it talks on the huge options activity, because options activity has been very profitable for individuals getting in, but you can see as of right now there's been puts. Puts are one thing that unfortunately has been ramping up significantly. So again, that's one of the things that's causing more of an underlying fear. And typically when whales do it, a lot of people do pay attention to that. And with that, I just want to talk on short interest. So as of right now, 19.66 is the short interest. Utilization is 100%. So all the available shares that are able to be shorted are currently out. As of right now, the day-by-day change, it did increase by 1.02%, which works out to be 1.22 million additional shares being shorted. So I just want to put this in perspective on how much is actually increased and such a significant rate. So you can see right now, this was reported on December the 9th, and that was the tail end of November. It did show that 7.54 was a short interest with 42 million shares being shorted. As of right now, we are at 113.18 million shares being shorted. As you can see based on this, I'm just going to remove some of these so you can easily see it. Look at that. Unfortunately, shorts had just been entering and continuously entering, bombarding Lucid. But regardless of that, we've actually held very strong. And with that, I just want to transition and talk on some technicals. So as you can see, we are currently down 3%. And like I said, always take a look at the live ticker. I did include NIO and Tesla because obviously I do want to give you a good representation of what's happening in the EV sector. As of right now, Lucid is not doing as well as NIO and Tesla because again, showing a little bit of an underlying fear. And if you do know otherwise, let me know in the comments below. Maybe there is some stuff that I just didn't see, but in reality I don't see any actual fundamental news that's causing or justifying Lucid from going down. One thing I do want to bring to your attention again is the last column though, 1.5 million shares being purchased today by institutions. That is always a good sign. They know to buy the dip, as should a lot of retail investors. Just sometimes I do feel that retail investors are a little bit too slow to react because institutions continuously buy. They know when there is discounts. Unfortunately, retail investors, when things go back up to 60, then they will have the epiphany that they need to buy. So it's one of those things that you need to think when there's blood in the water, you need to buy. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. With that said, just want to do a little bit of technical analysis. So I have the 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages as well as Bollinger Bands. So RSI, stochastic, and momentum. So right now, stochastic is fairly neutral. RSI is currently at 42, fairly neutral. Momentum though, despite everything, we actually did go up a little bit with the number of buyers. So that that is key. One also thing that is causing us to go down a little bit is the fact that we failed to get past the 7-day moving average. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. As you can see, this purple line right here, and over the last couple of days, we have tried to break past it. Unfortunately, we failed to do that. Typically, when we fail to break past moving averages, we tend to break down a little bit more and find stronger support. That could be one case that is happening right now. Overall, we're still sitting in a lower percentile of the Bollinger Band. Overall, I'm not too worried about Lucid whatsoever. I know it's going to be a long-term investment and it's going to be a very bumpy ride. Again, during these little fluctuations, I've said in a lot of videos, it's very beneficial for the long-term health of Lucid because it just helps to get rid of the paper hands, because at the end of the day, it's the patient ones investing in Lucid or whatever stock you want is going to be the most profitable. Right now, like I said, there's going to be a lot of fluctuations. It's going to go up, down, maybe another 20-30% either way before a concrete actual reversal does happen. So it's one of those things, yes, it might happen tomorrow. It might happen whenever they actually do announce these massive deliveries that we all know and just waiting for a confirmation from Lucid. And it's just one of those things as well. Lockup fears as well is starting to be brought back up. In reality, I don't think that's a concern. I did do a video on that. I'm going to do probably a video closer to that date as well. But again, I don't see that as a concern. Just right now, when there is no known catalyst, shorts tend to take advantage of the scenario, and they have been. And as you can tell, based on the 7 days, gone up roughly about 21%. So again, it's one of those things. At the end of the day, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below, what you're doing, whether you're buying, selling, holding. If you did buy the dip today, let me know. If you haven't already, smash a thumbs up and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom screen. Greatly appreciate that. I will be doing weekly live streams for members only, so even more of an incentive to sign up. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching.